Hey guys, this is Bruce with BrunoaLLC. Glad to be back, guys. I got a lot of requests on this video, so we're going to jump right in. But new business, and you're closer than you think. Now, this one's going to be fun. This is going to be very fun. First, before we begin, please like and subscribe. Join the movement. Help us grow. Let's get this message out to the people that need it. But no, I would love to talk about this because as a business owner myself, a new business owner, I can definitely enjoy talking about this one. So a couple things before we even begin into the starting your own business, or if you already have one, just kind of the challenges of going through it. I want to talk about mental space a little because to jump out and do something like this in terms of doing your own thing requires some toughness. And it's one of the things I talked about in the other video about the 9 to 5, so chances are, again, if you are watching this video and if you are enjoying this type of content, then you're already naturally, if you're not a business owner, you're probably very close to starting one, or you have an idea of one that you want to start. And I'm going to tell you this: when it comes to building a business or building a brand or building an idea, first and foremost, you have to believe in yourself. It is extremely vital and important that you at all times believe in yourself and you believe in you, because when it comes to anything in life, in my opinion, no one's going to save you. No one's going to save you. So if you are doing your own idea and you have your own business and brand and you jump out the window, don't expect to have to be able to cheat your way out or to have someone pull you out when things get tough. You have to have a certain toughness and understanding and belief in yourself that I did this for a reason. I have a product, I have a brand that I believe in, and that it's me. And as long as you're in that right mental space, you'll be fine. You'll be A-okay. Understand also that complacency, hesitation, and fear of the unknown is the death to any business. It's the death to anything great in life. So if you're complacent, if you're hesitant, and if you just have a lot of fear in your heart, and understand as humans, we all have fear, but you have to push through. But if you have a lot of fear in your heart, you won't make it. And that's just the honest truth, because what's going to happen is the moment you run into your first form of challenges, or maybe the first challenge itself, you're just going to give up. You're just going to tap in and, hey, you're going to say, hey, man, this, I tried, I did, I tried for 2 weeks. I tried for a month. I tried for 2 months. And, it just didn't happen for me. I ran out of resources or I didn't push enough or whatever it was. It just wasn't for me. And if you're anything like that, I can confidently say you won't make it. So it requires a different type of person from within, a different type of man or woman that believes in themselves so much that they're almost a little insane at times because they believe in a vision, but you need that level of confidence to be able to push through it and believe in your product. Because I'm telling you, look at it from this perspective. Anything that we have, anything that's major, anything that is grown on a level of just wealth, right? It all started from nothing. And I think that a lot of times us as humans, we kind of forget that. We kind of get in a space of that, man, Starbucks wouldn't be where they're at if they didn't believe, or Target as a brand or whatever it is you're looking at, it requires a level of no matter what, I am going to push through. No matter what I face, no matter what I'm challenged with, I'm going to push through until I die. You have to be willing to die for what you believe in. And I apply that to my beliefs personally. And I also apply that to my beliefs and my brand and in my businesses. I believe that we are the best at what we do. And you have to have that sense of confidence. And I'm telling you that some people will paint that as arrogance. And there is a place for arrogance, for one. But just not too much. You want to be arrogant to where, yes, you have to believe that you are him or her. But at the same time, you have to scale your arrogance down enough to understand that it's okay to have help. It's okay to collab. It's okay to build with others. It's okay to accept a different viewpoint that maybe you didn't see, because regardless of how much we may believe in something, regardless of how much we may love something, if the product's trash, it's trash. If what you have is just not where it needs to be, it's just not where it needs to be. And you have to be able to be willing to give that up, you know, and be in an understanding in the right mental space of, I may love what I have and I may love what this is, but it's just not working and something's wrong. The good news is you're always close. You're always close. I want you guys to understand something. If you believe in something and it is something that is going to be useful or helpful to a particular person or to whoever you're marketing it to, it'll work. It will 100% work. And you'll be wealthy beyond whatever you can believe, as long as it's something that people need or want. Where business owners fail, or people before they even get to the point of creating businesses, where they fail is before they get to that step, they just give up. The fear of the unknown comes in. Those voices come in, you know. They're like, oh man, what if it, goodness man, am I willing to give up, you know, my job, my 9 to 5, you know, I got health insurance, you know, I got all these different things, I got responsibilities, I got kids, I got all these different things you think about. And you're just like, yeah, I think I'm gonna stay where I'm at. And then just like that, something beautiful, something amazing, something that could be life-changing to this world, you just completely gave up on, you know? And there have been so many people that have put businesses together and they've put these ideas together, and it's a beautiful, and I hear these pitches and I hear this, they'll market it to me and I go, wow, this is amazing. Like, yeah, let's do it. And then I'll check up on them like later and they're like, man, I gave up. And I'm like, why? You know, and it's just, it requires a different type of mental toughness. But I will say this, put together a brand, put together a product, put together an idea, an agenda. If it's something that can help people, you'll make so much money off of it. You'll be wealthy beyond what you can believe in. It'll happen so fast at times where you won't even believe it. You'll be like, man, I can't believe I'm sitting at the table with these other individuals around me. Now, where the mental toughness and where this comes in at is, I'm telling you, just because you have a brilliant idea, just because you have an amazing vision for something or a product, what you have to get through is the mental toughness getting around marketing. Marketing. No one knows who you are. No one knows what you've done. No one knows this product. So it requires some hard work, and it requires some creative thinking, and it requires you to actually push to get your brand out there. But understand this. When you get through that wall, and that's the toughest part of your business. The toughest part of your business isn't the creation. A lot of people think it's the creating and the product. Like, no, that's nothing. If you're building clothes, if you're writing a book, if you're doing whatever, you built a website, done. You could do that in days, seconds, right? The toughest part is marketing. It's getting through the, oh wow, I built this amazing brand, I built this amazing book, whatever it is. How do I get people to see it? You know, how do I get it in their hands? Because I know once it's in their hands that it's going to work. You got to market. And that's where that mental toughness comes in at, to where when those voices come and when that level of doubt steps in, you have to be able to push through, and that arrogance and confidence is what carries you past that. And when you get past that, I want you to envision a wall, right? When you get past the marketing and people hear about you and they start visiting you, they start reaching out to you, they start going to your website, they start buying your stuff, they're buying your products, whatever it is, wherever you're marketing at, they start to get it, right? And if it's a good product and a good brand and a good vision, there's a little hole that what you do is you knock down in that wall, right? And next thing you know, a little bit of gold starts to flow in, right? And then what happens is, over time, that hole grows more and more gold rushes in, and then you're done. You've achieved wealth, just like that. And it just requires you to push. And that's why the title of this video, I say that a lot of times for anyone that's a business owner right now, and if you feel like you're struggling, you're closer than you think you are. It may require you to reset here or there. It may require you to adjust. It may require you to do this or that. But as long as you're pushing and you're working hard and you're doing it every single day, it will work. It will work no matter what it is. It will work as long as it's something that people need, they believe in. It will work. I'm here to tell you it will work. But what doesn't work is fear, hesitation, just complacency, being lazy, not having any type of toughness. That's what kills your businesses. And that requires you to take a hard look at yourself and go, it's me. You know, you gotta look at yourself in the mirror and swallow that pill and say, I've had my business running for 2 months, something's not happening. And instead of blaming others and pointing the fingers at everyone else as to why your business is not working, you got to be able to look at yourself and go, this is me. You know, I'm the problem. And once you do that, magical things happen. You reset, you regrow. You may have to do a little bit of changing here or there, but everything happens. And then when wealth pours in, you don't want to stop. You don't want to stop. And anybody that knows, they know. And I'm telling you, once that wealth hits, you just keep going. And then on top of that, it becomes almost addictive to where you're just like, hey, I want to keep building other things. I want to do more. And then that's where you get these business owners that own all these different businesses under one. And it's like, I understand it, because once it happens, it happens. But guys, you all can do it. Every one of you, even if you're working a 9 to 5, if there's something you're good at, if there's a skill that you have, and you know that you can market that, and you know that you can take that, whatever it is, and you can make money off of it, whether it's in volume or whether it's not in volume, whatever it is, you can do it. And I'm here to tell you that you can. And I'm here to tell you and free you that mentally, go do it. You know, the world will tell you, don't do this, don't do that, go to college, go do this, go work a regular 9 to 5. The world will tell you all these different things because that's safe. But also the world has an agenda to keep you to work for them. So I encourage you to not. You know, I have a policy within my company where for all my employees, the max amount of time they can work for me is 4 years. After 4 years, they got to go. And, you know, you may be looking at that and going, that's kind of harsh. But no, it's because I'm building within building. So, like, if you're joining me, I'm challenging you every day to come up with something on your own. Because we grow people and we grow business owners. So basically, our whole purpose is to, like, take you, grow you, build some wealth with you, and then you go out and do your own thing. You know, I'm not interested in slaves, you know? So our agenda is entirely different than a lot of the agendas that are out there, to where people will say, man, I want you to work for me for 10, 15, 20 years. Not me. 4 years, that's the max. After that, you got to go, you know, you got to go. But we'll help you. I'll be willing to invest. I'll be willing to look at anything you have going on. And that's kind of what we do. So, guys, I encourage you, if you have questions, reach out to me. You know, my entire business is a lot of my business, you know, we have our book. Book plug again, You Matter. Buy it, it will change your life. Easy to read, motivational, viral. It's everything you need to understand here to get you going. But most importantly, we have on our website Mentorship. So we offer private mentorship where we will talk to you one-on-one. You bring me your business idea. We'll talk for an hour through video, a video conference call for an hour. You tell me what you got, what you're at, and I say, man, that's good. Let's roll with it. I say, I don't know. I may be willing to invest in it. I don't know. But either way, we're here to help. So I just want to give you guys the confidence to know that you can do any and everything. You can do any and everything, but you just have to believe in yourself. And that's where it starts. It starts here and here. And as long as you have that, you can have anything you want in this world. Anything you want in this world. And I wish that someone would have told me this years ago. But I'm here now. So we love you. Brunoa loves you. God loves you. And I look forward to hearing you guys again. Like and subscribe. Join us. Like I said, we got a movement going on. And let's grow together and let's have some fun. Thank you guys.